In 2025, I started a brand new business called WAAS. I've sold over 40 websites to local service-based businesses, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I went from $0 to $30,000 in generated revenue. My goal here is to show you exactly how you can start selling websites, start building your monthly recurring revenue with zero to no business experience, zero to no marketing or sales experience. Now, I started this agency right when I turned 21. I've done trading, I've done drop shipping, I've done pretty much every single business model, TikTok shop. And this is the one I really stuck with. This is the one I've seen the most success with. Will you get rich selling websites? Probably not, right? But websites is the foot in the door to actually get into the marketing space. You can't just jump right in and start selling $10,000, $20,000 marketing packages if you have no skills and no prior case studies, no prior reviews, no prior clients. So that's why I preach starting with the websites. It's an easy service to sell, easy product to sell. You know, there's a lot of businesses out there with no websites, and that's where you can come in and bridge that gap. With this course, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can start your WAAS website as a service agency as a complete beginner. All you need is attention, time, and dedication. Just 3 months of my agency, you know, selling websites is easy to me, right? But obviously when you first start, it's gonna be intense. There's gonna be failures. You're gonna get told no 100 times before you get told yes. So if you're someone who just easily gives up, who's lazy, who doesn't have any ambition, who doesn't understand that great things take time, then just click off this video. So right before we jump in, I wanna show you guys a quick snapshot of my Stripe, just to show y'all guys some credibility, just make sure I'm show y'all guys I'm not bullshitting. My agency name, Broweb HTX, you can look me up on Google, my website. And you know, we've done around $30,000 in the past 3 months, right? As you can see, beginning of January, you know, we had zero motion. You know, my tactics were trash, sales were trash, websites were trash. And it wasn't until I found my mentor, right, that actually showed me the right way of, you know, outreaching, the right way to actually build these websites, the right way to scale, right? And that's when I started seeing the growth that I'm seeing now. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. First things first, why website and marketing agencies crush other businesses, right? And this is mainly speaking towards people who don't have that much capital, don't have that much investment to get started with this business, right? When I started this business a few months ago, guys, I was pretty much broke, right? I was living in my apartment, working full time, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, and I was doing drop shipping, I was doing trading. I lost all my money trading. I started doing drop shipping, paid so much money for this course. You know, none of those really worked out. And even then, both those business models, you still need money to actually, you know, test it out to see if it even works, right? With the agency model, all you need is time and skill set, right? It's all in your brain. So if you can learn how to sell a website, if you can learn how to, you know, sales in general, if you can learn how to, you know, build these systems on the back end, that's all you need, guys, and you don't need thousands of dollars to get started. The second point I want to get into is just the importance of sales and marketing for small businesses and just any business in general, right? Learning WAAS has taught me the importance of, you know, without sales, a business is going to die, right? And without marketing, there's no sales. So if you can bridge that gap, if you can learn the skill of sales and marketing, aka WAAS, making websites, helping with leads, helping with getting visibility, you can help these local businesses get more customers. You're going to be extremely valuable and they will pay you thousands. This business model is for anyone who's willing to sit down and learn a skill. Sit down and go through the hustle, go through the pain, go through the rejections at first, right? It's going to be hard before it gets easy. So you're not going to see any, you know, progress maybe the first few weeks. And you know what I'm saying? That next week could be the week you see progress, right? But this is only for people who don't give up, who actually want to sit down and learn a real skill, see the value of this actual skill set of sales and marketing. So if you know the importance of sales, you know, if you heard, I'm sure you heard a lot of people say, you know, sales, you know, learn sales, learn sales, learn sales. You'll never be replaceable. You'll never go broke. So if you're someone who sees that value of sales, sees the value of marketing, all you need to do is just sit down in front of your laptop a few hours a day and just learn. So this is just an intro video, but let's go ahead and break down how the game actually works. So, you know, we have 4 main pillars of actually getting started with the WAAS business model. Step 1 is industry/niche. Now, when I first started my agency, I was making websites for anyone and anything, right? I was just making any kind of website for any kind of business. I just wanted money, right? I just wanted to get paid. I was like, hey, as long as the check's good, I'll make your website, bro. That's not the way I would recommend, you know, someone who's just starting off. I would definitely recommend you guys to pick a niche, pick an industry. Maybe it's something that you're passionate about. Maybe you have a network of people who have small businesses and they're in that niche. Maybe you just start with that, right? You can do dentists, doctors, you know, lawyers, you know, mom and pop shops, whatever it is. Pick a niche, pick an industry and master it. You don't want to be average at everything and a master at nothing. So before you dive into it, I would highly recommend you pick an industry, you pick a niche. For me, I picked contractors. hard-working contractors, people who, you know, fix things and build things. Because I know that these contracting companies can be multi-million-dollar companies. These contracting companies are not going out of business. AI isn't going to replace a roofer. AI isn't going to replace the plumbers, right? So pick a niche that makes money. Pick a niche that's going to be around for the next 5-10 years. Next thing is the offer, right? Yes, we're selling WAAS, website as a service, but you want to get paid as much as possible, and you want to seem like the most valuable as possible. And that's what an offer is. You create a bundle, you create a package, you put a nice little bow on it, and you present it to the client, you present it to the potential customer. You need to have a strong offer, and that's gonna set you apart from these other competitors. Next is gonna be fulfillment, right? Obviously, if you sell a website, you know, you're gonna need to build a website. So I'm gonna show you exactly where and how to build your websites with Go High Level. You can pay one subscription and build unlimited sub accounts, unlimited websites on that Go High Level subscription. So it could be a great return on investment. You just need one client and you're already in the profit, you're already break even. So fulfillment, building the website, doing the nitty gritty, and getting it back to the client, making sure they're happy. Now, most importantly, client acquisition. I mean, you can build your niche, you can build an offer, you can learn how to make websites, but if you don't have any clients, it's completely useless, right? So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I got my first few clients, how I'm currently, to this day, getting clients for websites, right? Thank you guys for watching. That's gonna wrap up this intro video. Super excited to bring you guys this information. Super excited to bring you guys this sauce. I'm gonna leave a link down below if you wanna book a call with me, follow me on Instagram. Leave a comment if you have any questions. This is gonna be a really juicy course. This is just the intro. I'm excited to dive in to each and every chapter, each and every module of the WAAS business model. With that being said, guys, stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.